yourself famous!
Let's get straight to the point. I am not defending the Twitch title tonight. I have busted my ass day in and day out in this industry. I have constantly been overlooked. Not anymore. I am standing my ground on my own 2 feet. Speaking of which, I'm glad Sheamus was fired. He was holding me back from my true potential. I'm tired of carrying people on my shoulders, whether it was Tyson Kidd, Sheamus, or Chris Hero. I am my own man. I am an ass kicker. I am the RCW Twitch champion. I am free. I'll start defending my title when I am damn good and ready. I won't defend it in a hellhole like Boston. Coming back to the Twitch title. Next week at Clash of Ages, I'll be facing off against the inaugural Twitch champion, Samoa Joe, the same man who I won this title from 6 years ago. Samoa Joe hasn't been in a ring in over a year. Your Coquina Clutch won't do shit against me. That's why I use the sharpshooter, because I won't miss. Well, that is certainly one way to kick off an episode of StrikeZone with that kind of announcement from Cesaro, and that he's raring to go here to face off against, well, the inaugural champion, Samoa Joe at Clash of Ages. We get set for our opening contest. This will be the StrikeZone debut of Chad Gable, who we saw in the inaugural episode of Ascend, face off against Jake Something in a losing effort. But Gable and Press Hour scouts enough to earn himself a shot here on StrikeZone. Chad Gable, one of the many young talent able to sign a short-term contract here in RCW, hoping to earn a full-time contract later down the line. But Chad Gable will be facing off here against Ace Austin of the Deck. Of course, Ace, a former Twitch champion, as we were talking about Twitch champions. Ace, a former champion until he lost the title to Dominik Mysterio back at, I believe, Thanks for Nothing. Ace will be accompanied by Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett, the First Lady and the Joker. So I didn't want to call Mike a jackass. I mean, I don't know him that well, but I mean, I don't think he deserves the title of being the jackass, but I mean, I think Maria would beg to differ on that front. So we haven't seen Ace Austin in some time competing on StrikeZone, so this will be a good comeback match for him. It looks like Mike is directing traffic here for the Deck. I think that'd be more for Maria's job, but hey ho, when in Rome. This will certainly be a different clash of styles, that's for sure, between Ace Austin and Chad Gable. Obviously, Gable with the amateur wrestling background and acumen, and Ace Austin more a bit of a high flyer. Both men with great grappling game. And here we go, running dropkick out of the gate from Chad Gable. I would say maybe they'll look to set an example, make an example out of Ace Austin, but I mean, Chad's got an uphill battle to climb here, folks. And Ace being introduced to the turnbuckle padding. And Gable just laying it on to Ace Austin as Ace traps the wrist, goes for Northern Lights suplex. Beautifully done. And now Ace traps the neck and goes face first between the thighs of Ace Austin. Later on in our main event, it seems like the Deck will be taking over the show for the most part. We will see later on in this show, we'll see Prince Devitt take on Bobby Roode, the former Twitch champion, before losing the title last week to Cesaro, who, as we saw at the top of the program, Cesaro will not be defending the Twitch title this week, and probably not even against Samoa Joe come Clash of Ages. Looks like we're going to see a little bit of a break in regards to the Twitch division. Seeing a dropkick by Ace. Takes down Gable. Into the corner goes Gable. Ace running clothesline. Now Gable. Neck breaker there by Ace. Into the cover, first cover of the match. Kick out by Gable. Again, focusing on the face. The neck is Ace Austin. I mean, that's what you got to go for when your big move is a running blockbuster, the fold. To the corner again goes Gable. Another clothesline from Ace Austin. If I were Ace, I would try to put the match away sooner rather than later, not allow Gable to build momentum as he is right now. This teardrop suplex from Chad Gable. Into the cover on Ace. 1 count. Now Ace is, or Chad rolling up Ace. Look at this innovative pinning predicament here. 2 count, and Gable picks up a victory over Ace Austin. Innovative pinning predicament, that's for sure. That Chad Gable is able to bust out here against Ace Austin. And that, I believe it's that probably that amateur wrestling background, even to former Olympian, comes into play here. You can even see that he's grabbing the hands of Ace Austin to keep him held down to the mat. Was legs were applying the pressure. Beautifully done by Chad Gable. Congratulations to Chad Gable as we move on to tag team action in our next matchup. Alright, we got tag team action coming up next, and no way. No, wait a minute. That's the music. Oh, that's the music of the Motor City Machine Guns. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. The Motor City Machine Guns, tag team champions in every promotion they've been a part of. Multiple time tag team champions in Impact, TNA Wrestling. Even former in New Japan and Ring of Honor. I believe they may also be former Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Tag Champs. As well as 4-time General Admission Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Motor City Machine Guns. They've actually just recently returned to GAW. Chris Sabin facing off against, renewing his rivalry against Moose, part of the White Company. And speaking of company, this is the first time we've seen the Colognes since Winter's Wrath, and there they are, accompanied by their cousin Carlito Colon, which we still haven't really found to the extent why Carlito is here in RCW, but I mean, it's got to be just an insurance policy for his cousins, the tag team champions. Because he helped them retain the titles at Winter's Wrath against formerly the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Raymond and Epico feeling real cocky here. This non-title matchup as they face the newly debuting Motor City Machine Guns. Wow, what a sight this is. The Machine Guns and the Colognes. Matchup you never thought you'd see. Alex Shelley facing off here against Primo. Side headlock applied by Primo off the ropes. And again, off the ropes and sliding out the back is Primo. And a hot shot over the top rope. Looks like Shelley was almost going to make a tag to Sabin. Motor City Machine Guns, you put them up there with one of the most legendary tag teams, and I have to specify tag teams, not factions. In professional wrestling, when you think of the Dudley Boys, the Hardys, and countless others, when it comes to professional wrestling. There comes Epico off the tag. You can also throw their names in the likes with the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers. Shelley and Primo, excuse me, that is Epico, team off here. Of course, Alex Shelley also known for his time in the Time Splitters with Kushida over in New Japan. Now Epico isolating the right arm of Alex Shelley. And just a backflip just to tee it off here. Elevated leg drop across the neck of Shelley. Epico trying to get a better position here to continue an attack on Alex Shelley. Focusing on the left leg this time of Alex Shelley, and Primo trying to get a quick grab on Shelley. Alex Shelley way too quick. Forearm tag made. And here comes Chris Sabin. Standing suplex dropkick combination. Beautifully done from the Machine Guns. Chris Sabin. Sit out powerbomb. And Chris Sabin has done it all in TNA and Impact Wrestling. 8 or 9 time X Division champion, former world champion, obviously tag team champion. He is one of their Triple Crown winners. I've lost track of which Cologne is in there right now. It's Primo in there against Chris Sabin. Wow, what a weekend it is for RCW. We saw last night on 2KCW, we saw the debut of Gore and Perkins, and now we got the Machine Guns on StrikeZone. Saban with a headbutt to Primo Colon. And up on the shoulders. Going up to dry. And a quick right elbow. There from Primo into the turnbuckle. The ring post, rather. Saban having to use the ropes to get himself back up on his feet. And now these two just going at it, strike for strike. A spinning heel kick, it looked like, from Chris Saban. And Carlito so far keeping his distance. Cutter. Well, now I just manifested that action. Carlito now distracting Chris Saban for Primo to get up on his feet. Tiger suplex. Primo in control of Chris Saban. And alternate corner we go. Ref, get out of the way. And now the machine guns. Repeated stomps into the corner. Making frequent tags in and out. Obviously abiding by the ref's 5 count. And now Alex Shelley drop kick to Primo Colon. And Carlito now distracting the referee as Shelley shoots the half. You might as well have counted that to 3 because that would have been the end of the match, in my estimation. Alex Shelley trying to go for better position, trying to use the ropes as an advantage. Now the machine gun's taking care of the Colones. First suplex there from Shelley. And Carlito can barely believe what he's seeing. Arm trap crossface applied by Shelley. And again, I believe we got Primo in the ring. His feet were just underneath the bottom rope. The ref would be able to see it. Shelley, back elbow. Now Shelley with a power bomb. To Primo Colon. Now the machine guns can beat the Colon super kick. Again, Carlito distracting the referee, essentially doing his job here. To make sure that his cousins win the match. And Shelley unable to get a tag into Saban. Takedown there by Primo. To the opposite corner again, running shoulder tackle by Primo. If the machine guns can knock off the champions here, that would put them in hell of a great position for a tag team opportunity later on down the line. Possibly even at Hell on Earth, our next event after Clash of Ages. Now Epico with a takedown. Hurricanrana takedown to Alex Shelley. Now Shelley's been in there for quite some time. He needs to make a tag out to Saban. That's just my advice, but I'm just a man in a booth. Shelley's still in the Cologne's corner now. Primo tagged the foot, as you can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, that he tagged the foot of Alex Shelley. A drop kick there by Epico. Repeated kicks to the chest. And a springboard leg drop to the ring apron. Now the Cologne's firmly in control of this matchup right now. As they slow down the pace against the machine guns. Drop toe hold applied there again from Epico side rush and leg sweep. Gotta hesitate a little bit and make sure I'm talking about the right cologne. And Epico. Teardrop suplex. German. Then a standing switch vertical suplex. The strength there on display from Epico Cologne. Alex Shelley sweeps the leg. Trying to get the crowd behind him here in Boston. I mean, we're not in Detroit, but we might as well be. Roll up there by Shelley. Kick out by Primo. Excuse me, Epico. For those playing the RCW drinking game at home, that I have miscalled the wrong cologne a few times now. Shelley, top turnbuckle, double axe handle. To Epico. To the clothesline, and yet again, Shelley cannot make the tag to Chris Sabin. Sweeps the leg out from underneath him. Shelley, opposite corner, knowing that he's in a safe spot. Another super kick. To Epico, cover here by Shelley, and the Machine Guns have knocked off the tag team champions here in their debut. As we take a look at the replays, there was the beginning of the end, it looked like, for the Colognes there. The repeated stomps into the dropkick from the Machine Guns. Alex Shelley able to deliver the super kick a couple of times to Epico to secure the victory. The Machine Guns victorious in their debut. As we approach our next matchup, a submission match challenged by Joe Hennig to Dominik Mysterio. And here we are, folks, with our submission match. Challenged, throw down by Joe Hennig to Dominik Mysterio. It's an interesting situation because neither man has a submission finisher in their arsenal, so whatever bag of tricks that they will pull out in this match will be interesting to see, to say the very least. I mean, Mr. Perfect was known for having a slew of submissions in his arsenal, but I mean, none were ever in a manner to earn himself a victory in his career, but maybe fortune will turn around here for Joe Hennig against Dominik Mysterio. And then there's the other side of the coin where Rey Mysterio was hardly ever known for using submissions in his arsenal, in his moveset. And maybe we'll see Dominik pull a trick, pull a rabbit out of the hat, and pull something completely unique in this matchup against Joe Hennig. So here we go, submission match. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, the rules. The only way to win is by submission, by tap out. No pinfalls. Again, that was the more or less the reason why we have this match, because there was a miscommunication with the referee, and Joe was completely just pissed off. So here we are with a submission match to try and resolve the issue. Tilt World DDT from Joe Hennig to Mysterio. And a Hurricane Rana takedown from Dominik. Now here's where wrenching on limbs are going to be a factor in the matchup when you're going to be going for applying a submission sooner rather than later. Hot shot into the top rope. That's going to be the name of the game in this matchup. Now Hennig setting Dominik into the corner. Hennig with a crossbody, or rather. Now Hennig focusing on the left leg of Dominik. Going ahead and stomping away on the inner left thigh. A series of strikes, drop toe hold. It would have been salt in the wound. Would have been too easy to try for Joe to try and go for the 619. That, I mean, obviously is maneuver synonymous with the Mysterio family. Set out jawbreaker from Dominik. And Dominik again focusing on the arm. Joe Hennig. And now working the left leg. Dissection is the game plan when it comes to a matchup like this. Elevated leg drop. Hennig standing drop kick. So it almost looked like Hennig was going to go for a double leg takedown. I mean, that will get your opponent to the ground, but it's not going to help you get in a pinning situation. Hennig with a big boot to Dominik. Now Hennig dumping Mysterio outside the ring. Off the top rope, elbow drop, nobody home. And this match was spilled outside. Double foot stomp to the chest. On top of that, chest protector from Dominik. And face first off the ring post there. Back in the ring we go. Hennig following Mysterio. And now into the submission. A modified surfboard stretch here. Just driving the knee into the back. Mysterio working on his submission game. Obviously, wheelbarrow bulldog there. And now Dominik going for a triangle choke here. He's got the left arm isolated. Even though it's the opposite arm that he's been working on earlier on in the match. It's the right arm, so trying to change it up a little bit. I mean, it'd be best if you focus on the arm that you've been working on. I mean, you gotta get what you can, though, when it comes to a match like this. And Dom going for the 619. I think he was struggling there to get Hennig to go down toward the ropes. And Dominik again going for the triangle choke. And now he's really bridging up on the choke. But Hennig was forced with a power bomb to break the hold, to free himself from the triangle. Dom kick to the neck. Oh, look what I was just talking about. Dominik going for the calf crusher. Referee had to break it. What I was just talking about, Dominik went for the calf crusher. Obviously, AJ being a mentor for Dominik here in RCW. So we just saw the calf crusher, whether it be just for the moment, frog splash. It's not going to do anything in a match like this. All it's going to do is just deal more damage to Joe Hennig's abdomen section. Another frog splash. Knees up that time. Good strategy by Hennig, but not going to get the win, though. And now Dominik, vertical suplex. And Dominik's just absolutely spent. I mean, he probably would have ended this match about a couple of minutes ago off the 619. If it were a regular rules match, but it's not. Into the corner. Dominik, top turnbuckle. Seated senton, building momentum. Springboard crossbody from Dominik. And again, another wheelbarrow facebuster. Or bulldog, excuse me. And Dominik going for a figure 4 here. A figure 4 on a Joe Hennig. He's going to just work on him, but that wasn't going to be it. Now he's got the right arm isolated, like he had worked earlier on in the match, and Joe Hennig has no choice but to tap out of the triangle choke. But Dominik wins the submission match here against Joe Hennig. Even though we only saw it for a flash, we did see a new move, and maybe we'll see it later on. Dominik with the calf crusher. See it right there? That was just for a second because Joe's right foot was underneath the bottom rope, or his toes were eclipsing it. But Dominik Mysterio picking up the victory here over Joe Hennig. No undisputed, no indecision there from the referee. Simple tap out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got women's action coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Here we are, Rachel Ellering, who we've seen a couple of times now on RCW Ascend. In her debut, she took a L to Maria Kanellis. That was actually her only appearance in the company so far. I apologize. But Rachel Ellering making her StrikeZone debut here. And it's going to be none other against... Wait, that's... Whoa, wait a minute. Gianna Morgan. Gianna Morgan. One of the hottest free agents in the world right now. Gianna Morgan makes her way to StrikeZone in RCW. Wait a minute. Gianna Morgan. Wow. Gianna Morgan and Rachel Ellering. You never think you'd see it happen. But it's gonna happen right here and now. Series of right elbows from Morgan. Teeing off against Rachel Ellering. Leapfrog. Duck under. Ellering with a clothesline. Taking down Gianna Morgan. Now, that was a complete surprise. I mean, I knew that Rachel was going to be competing here. Hot shot. I knew that Rachel was going to be competing, but I didn't know whom against. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combo from Ellering. Sweeps the leg. Gianna able to get the feet up into the takedown from Gianna Morgan. So we saw the debut earlier on of the Motor City Machine Guns. Roll up by Morgan, take down, defeat the tag team champions, the Colognes. And we got the debut of Gianna Morgan. Another roll up here by Gianna Morgan. 2 count. Rachel able to reverse it into a pin of her own. And Schoolgirl this time from Gianna. Series of sequence there for pinning predicaments, and again Schoolgirl Ref able to break it up. Gianna going to the well too many times, and it's costing her. Another right elbow strike from Gianna. Off the ropes goes Ellering into the drop toe hold. I'm just walking on her like it's a balance board that you find at your local gymnastics center. Ellering into the cover, center of the ring. I was going to say first pinfall of the match, but I have a horrible short-term memory, as you can tell. Step up insecurity from Gianna. And now Morgan looking to put this match away. Possibly Rachel Ellering catches the leg into the clothesline and up, kip up from Gianna. Back elbow, Ellering. On the ropes, another hard clothesline from Rachel Ellering, and Ellering's just dominating Morgan here. The elevated TKO. Rolling into the cover. And Rachel Ellering gets her first win here on StrikeZone against a surprising Gianna Morgan. I believe all the replays we're going to get is just the countless reversals that we saw earlier on, even though the ropes were very much at liberty, but the referees just, I don't know what the referee was doing here. But Rachel Ellering gets a big win here. Currently at 1-1 for her career so far here in RCW. Congratulations to Rachel Ellering. Hope that luck continues. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event coming up next. Bobby Roode set for main event action here. It is very bizarre to see him walk out of here without the Twitch Championship. He lost the title last week to Cesaro in a great matchup. History-making matchup nonetheless in many different aspects. But Bobby Roode is in the main event with none other than the former RCW World Champion Prince Devitt. Actually, two-time World Champion. I keep forgetting that for one reason or another. And here comes the Prince, the Demon King of the deck, Prince Devitt. He's not alone, he's got Yuha Nation somewhere there behind the smoke and mirrors. of the Prince. I get goosebumps every time I watch that part of Devitt's entrance. We haven't seen Devitt in quite some time here on StrikeZone. Hopefully they'll turn around here. But I mean, he's going to be facing Bobby Roode, who's been on a tear as a Twitch champion, competing every single week. He does not have the rest of the deck with him. He only has Yuhan Nation because I saw Ace Austin in the opening matchup take a loss to Chad Gable. And Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis were with Ace on in that match. It'll be a great way for Bobby Roode to assert himself to the top of the card if he can defeat Prince Devitt here in our main event. There we go, Roode and Devitt, collar and elbow tie up. Roode with the side headlock into the takedown. And a punch right to the forehead of the Prince. This time Devitt gets the advantage in the collar and elbow tie up. Referee forcing a break, see if we get a clean break. I think you could tell that Devitt was a little hesitant on that break. But Roode is in control right now of Prince Devitt. Now this match has gone outside the ring. Back elbow from Devitt. It was a rolling elbow that time from Devitt to Roode. Beware the referee's count. And shoulder first goes Bobby Roode into the ring steps. Dragon screw takedown from Roode. Well, these guys got to get back in the ring. Count to 6, otherwise it's going to be a double count out and it'll be a draw on their record. There we go, back inside. I don't think either man would want that on their record here. It's just an all-out brawl inside the ring, but Roode going for a vertical suplex. Yuhan Nation keeping his nose clean, not being involved in this match so far anyway. Cover here by Roode, 1 count. Now Roode got him up, elevated. Flapjack there. To Devitt, jawbreaker. Drop kick missing from Devitt. Swats him away, another hot shot into the top rope from Bobby Roode. Elevated knee drop. Cover here by Roode. Again, only a 1 count from the former world champion. Going for the taunt now. Devitt has got Roode up on his shoulders. Elevated into the kick from Devitt into the cover. And a 1 count. This match is about evenly matched as they go, and I'm kind of surprised, but I mean, Roode did a great job, obviously, as we all saw, as the Twitch champion, and that's supposed to kind of elevate your position to the main event slot. But I mean, he's doing really well here against Devitt. Spinebuster from Roode, rolling into the cover. And Nation can't do anything other than just to watch from a distance. Uppercut by Devitt. Sending Roode into the cover. And now Devitt lining him up. Into the shotgun dropkick into the corner. Look at the velocity on that. My God. Cover now by Devitt off the shotgun dropkick. 2 count from Roode. Devitt's got to be thinking he's got to put the match away here, but Roode has still got a lot left in the tank to continue. Cut punch there from Devitt. DDT. Now Devitt going up to the top turnbuckle, going for that double foot stomp. Has earned him many victories in the past. Roode able to roll out of the way. Flatliner there by Devitt. Now Devitt getting fired up. Snap DDT with velocity. Now Devitt, series of forearms into the sling blade. Devitt's got him up and down for the Bloody Sunday, the 1916. Dragging him back. More so to the center of the ring. Working on the neck, not even going for a pinfall. And now Devitt looking for it again, another 1916. To Bobby Roode, but Roode able to escape. Keeping control of the wrist with a takedown there. And now Roode with a perfect plex. Roode double axe handle to the upper back of Devitt. Into the cover. 2 count from Devitt. Roode's got to keep applying the pressure here onto Devitt if he wants to win this matchup. Roode going for something here. Looking for the glorious DDT. So Devitt rolls into the cover, staring a hole at GAW Nation as he does it. And Bobby Roode picks up the victory. Again, staring a hole through GAW Nation to assure that he's not going to get involved. Bobby Roode picks up a huge win over Prince Devitt. And this whole match was a highlight. It would be the glorious DDT that would put the nail in the coffin for Devitt in this match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was going to do it for our show this week. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like on this video and to subscribe so you don't miss any other exciting episodes of StrikeZone, as well as 2KCW and Ascend. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We'll see you right here next week on the StrikeZone.